Hi everyone, welcome to today's instructional video on how to write an objective summary. Sorry, while I'm recording this video, I am sick, so I will be drinking coffee. My voice sounds a little funky, but let's go ahead and get into it. This is a skill you're going to have to use a lot. Now, at this point, you have already covered how to write that first sentence, right? We talk about the type of text, the title, the author's name, the action verb, and the theme or the central idea of the text. This sets us up in a really strong way so that we sound like the professionals we would like to be when we're talking about this. So, for example, for the novel Hatchet, I could say the novel Hatchet by Gary Paulson illustrates, there's my action verb, that perseverance is the key to survival. Remember that your theme, because this is a fictional text, we're going to look at theme. But your theme is never just going to be one word. It is always, always, always going to be a message or a statement, okay? It should sound more like a statement than just like one or two words like love or survival. All right, moving forward. So when we are writing these, we're going to write that first really powerful sentence, but then we need to support that theme or that idea with evidence from the text. Now remember, these are objectives, so we can't just be like, well, I feel that way. I don't care. You're like a detective. You need to give me the evidence. You need to show the facts. We care about just the facts. So, 3 is sort of a magic number in language arts for some reason when we're talking about supporting things. So I want you to find 3 supports whenever you're writing an objective summary to prove that that is, in fact, one of the themes or that is the central idea. So, moving forward even more, I wanted to give you an example, right? If we're thinking about the movie Frozen, well, I can go ahead and write that first really powerful sentence. So I know it's an animated movie. So here I have the animated movie, Frozen. And remember, movies and books get italicized. They get that slanty font for their, like, to show that they're special. We have the authors' names. These are actually the directors. But again, if you don't have an author, you can use a director, you can use a studio, you can use the organization who's responsible for the work. And for my action verb, I chose explores. And the theme that I picked for Frozen is the importance that it's important to accept yourself and your differences. Okay. Now, I needed to pull 3 different things from the text, from the movie, that show that that is the theme, that help prove my case, okay? So first, I pointed out that Elsa's distant from Anna. Like, they're distant. There's the whole do you want to build a snowman number about the fact that Anna kind of has to grow up without a sister because Elsa's so afraid of showing who she is, okay? She doesn't accept herself. So that's my first piece of evidence. It's from the text. It's objective. I'm not bringing my feelings or my opinions into it. I also brought in the fact that Elsa, when they're at that ice castle, almost kills Anna because she doesn't accept herself. And because of that, she can't control her feelings or her powers. Remember that ice blast? And then I also threw in the fact that when Elsa does accept herself, Arendelle recovers from that whole frozen summer thing they've got going on. And then she gets to be closer with her sister. She gets to be like the queen that she needs to be. So I found 3 pieces of evidence, and now I'm going to whip this into a paragraph. So here's what that looks like all put together. Here, bolded, you can see that first power sentence. The animated movie, type of text, Frozen, title, by Chris Buck and Jennifer Lee, authors, directors, explores, there's my action verb, the importance of accepting yourself and your differences. There's my theme. Now here come my 3 supports, but I'm going to try to add in some transitions to make them sound nice. In the film, Elsa is different because of her ice powers and tries to protect her sister from herself, but ends up only cutting her off from the love Anna wants to give and plunging her kingdom into a frozen summer. So ask yourself, does that support the idea that, like, it's important to accept yourself, that when you don't, things go bad? Okay, good. In fact, Elsa nearly kills Anna after running away because she cannot accept or control her powers. Does that support my theme? Yes. Okay. In the end, when Elsa finally accepts herself and her powers, Arendelle recovers from the cold, Anna regains her sister, and Elsa gains control of her power. Okay, so ask yourself, do those three pieces of evidence help prove my point? Do they help prove that the theme is the importance of accepting yourself and your differences? Yeah. Did I say anything about the movie being good or giving my opinion on it? No. Okay, good. And then did I bring in any feelings? Not my own. I brought in only things from the text. These are things from the movie. Okay, good. So that is what one of those will look like. We're going to now watch this 1 minute short film, and then we're going to do the same thing. 1 second. I'm having someone call me. Sorry about that. Okay, moving on. We're going to watch this short film. It's only 1 minute. Let's go. Nice. Okay. So now remember, we have to start with that first sentence. So we know it's a 1 minute short film. That's our type of text. We know the title of it is Chopsticks, and I went ahead and pulled this for you. The author's name, I couldn't find the author, but I could find the actor, and his name's Ben Scott. So starring Ben Scott. Shows is my action verb. This is kind of a weaker action verb, but it's okay if you can't come up with one that's better. Now, the theme that I thought of is that the best way to use a tool is however it works for you. Okay. Now, I had 3 pieces of evidence. Remember, you need 3 supports from the text. So in this case, our text is that film. So the actor struggles to use his chopsticks in the traditional way. We see him kind of get ready, but he still struggles. He also practices setting them up, using the right fingers. He still fails. But in the end, he's finally successful when he just stabs the food and uses his chopsticks his own way. Okay? Now, this is an objective summary. We just need to put it in the fancy schmancy paragraph form. So, you ready? In the 1 minute short film Chopsticks, actor Ben Scott shows that the best way to use a tool is however it works for its user. Usually you try to avoid using the word you or I in objective summaries because it's not very formal writing. So remember, that's our big, beautiful first sentence. We have our type of text. We have the title. We have our author's name, our actor's name. We have our action verb. And then that right there is our theme. Now we need to add in those 3 supports to show that that is the theme. In the short film, the protagonist, the main character, is struggling to eat his Chinese takeout with his chopsticks. He even retries several times, making sure to use the correct fingers and place the sticks correctly. That's our support number 2. In the end, though, he's only successful when he does things his own way by stabbing the food with the chopsticks. So that's an objective summary. You've just done another one. Okay, if you need extra practice, I encourage you to do another should do. If at this point you're feeling confident, though, and ready to rock your own mastery check where you are writing your own objective summary all by yourself, go ahead and move on, my friend.